Every day feels the same to me. It's like we're stuck on a loop. Go to work, run errands, go home, do little things in between, and then repeat the same thing tomorrow. There's no excitement, not much to look forward to. We go to work because we have to, and most of the time it's draining. And by the time we get home, it's late, and we don't feel like doing anything else but relaxing. Day in and day out is the same. What's the purpose? Even the weekends are short-lived. And it's even worse if you work on the weekends. There's no day off. Are we truly living or just stuck on a cycle? This can't be life.
Hi guys, welcome back to G's African Perspective. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to be checking out videos from people who give a great point about being too aware. When people know too much, how stressful that can be for a person, and you have a whole good awareness of what is happening in the world as a whole in general, and you're very aware of things. It makes you get to a point where you just feel lonely. If not being lonely alone, it also can be depressing, because then you start to notice every little thing. Before we get right into this video, I just want to take some time to give a very huge big shout out to Jermaine. You are a lifesaver. Thank you so much for sending me a $200 super thanks. There's no amount of thank you that's enough for such a great blessing. I appreciate you so much. Please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into it.
I don't know how to address the cognitive friction of being aware enough of the systems to know that they're ruining my life, and yet still wanting to chase the lies that have insulated me from going literally insane. Like, there's this, I think it's a Mark Twain quote that says, all Americans believe that they are just temporarily embarrassed millionaires. And that is like the root of it, right? Because if we were willing to admit that we are all just wage slaves, then how would we cope? How would we cope with waking up every single morning and going to work these jobs that we despise, understanding fully that we will never escape the matrix? We're never going to get that big break. We're never going to, come up with the ingenious business idea, and like maybe 1 out of 1,000,000 of us will, and that individual is the carrot that we all chase, when in reality that carrot is rotten all the way through. And understanding that, and still having to exist within the structures of sanity I have built for myself to be able to survive in a system that would otherwise kill me, it's tough. I don't really know how to do it. I've been trying to put it into words, and when I figure it out, it will be my magnum opus, but for now I'm just addressing this, I guess.
This might be a hot take, but I'm tired of everyone being like, oh, just go to therapy. But what do you do when the reason why you're depressed is because 99% of the population owns the majority of the wealth, and you're basically being left out to die by end-stage capitalism? And there's people out there that have billions and billions and billions of dollars, and you literally have $5 across like your 4 checking accounts, and you literally make like less than $2,000 a month at McDonald's, and you can't get a better job because you couldn't afford to go to college, and you can't ever seem to get the high paying jobs because those are all already taken by people that have like already fucking gotten them. And so you just keep getting more and more and more and more poor and more depressed because everything keeps getting more expensive every year, but your wage essentially stays the same. And so like, what are you supposed to do then? Because what is a therapist supposed to do about that? Because the only thing that can be done to help me right now is to give me money, like literally. And there are so few services out there that will just give you actual cash. Like, sure, I have EBT, but it's $300 a month. You know how fast $300 goes at the grocery store in Washington State? Couple days, if you're actually eating meat and stuff. And I'm not vegan. I can't be vegan because I feel like I'm starving when I'm vegan. And so I'm just like literally at the point where I'm like, who's supposed to help me if no one's gonna just give me capital?
I wish I was evil and heartless like the rest of you demons on this floating space rock with me. That looks like a good time, but unfortunately I have values. So I'm not having nearly as much fun as y'all, and it's bullshit.
Being a hyper-aware person can be so stressful because you always know. Like, you know when people being weird with you, you know when the energy changing, you just can know shit before somebody got to come and tell you about it. Like, you know when you walk into a room full of people and you can tell that they were just talking about you and they ain't even have to say nothing, they have to give you a look. You could just feel the vibe, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like a blessing and a curse because it's like, damn, I can pick up on all the weird shit and just move those people out of my life immediately. But then it's just like, dang, it make you realize that people really don't be for you the way you think they do. And sometimes you can think you crazy because it's like you the only person that's saying this shit. You the only person that's like can understand what's really going on without anybody saying it. And sometimes you can be like, am I overthinking? Like, am I just doing too much? But no, you're not overthinking. Them people was talking shit. Like, I done had so many times where I went to a job and met like a coworker or a manager or something like that, and everything was cool and they was smiling and being all happy, and they ain't show me no signs of them about to start some shit with me. But I'm like, damn, they gonna be a problem. And they didn't have to do nothing. And this can also happen with friends and family, just anybody that you meet in any situation that you in. You just automatically can just pick up on people and read people instantly. And it's like, damn, man, like everybody really just fucked up. But that's why you trust your gut. When you be getting those thoughts about people and you start feeling those vibes and those weird energies and you just thinking this all in your head, don't think that you tripping. You not. It's real and you feeling it for a reason. So trust your gut and get rid of the bullshit while you can, before the drama start, before the bullshit. Move those people out the way if you feeling weird about them.
Is anyone like exhausted from being self-aware? Like learning, knowing, always trying to find more, figure out yourself, what's going on in the world, what's going on spiritually, what is human design, astrology, Pluto, Aquarius, la 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 la. I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of thinking. I'm over it. I'm exhausted.
Does anyone else just get completely overwhelmed sometimes by the thought that we just live the same week over and over? Like, just the cycle of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Over and over. Like, it's Monday again. You've lived, like, thousands of Mondays. It's Tuesday again. Like, the 7-day work week, just repeating over and over and over, like an endless cycle. Like, it terrifies me sometimes when I think about that. Like, I don't want to do this endless cycle and repeat these same days of the week. That's why the days of the week are made up. That's why we're not supposed to be paying attention to this constructive schedule. That is not what life is. Life is free. You shouldn't even know what day of the week it is. The way that humans are supposed to live is you're supposed to just be free. Like, it's just your life. Who cares about the days of the week? Who cares about the month? But since we live in this capitalistic society, we have to pay attention to the days of the week. We always know what day it is because we know we have to be to work on Monday, or we know we can finally relax and do fun stuff on Saturday and Sunday. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. I feel like a change has to happen at some point. We have to break out of this construct because it is not right. Humans are not thriving. Humans are not happy. So we need to make a change. I don't know what we're supposed to do. So maybe comment any ideas. I just need people to be aware of this because this is not how we're supposed to be living our life. And I need to know if anyone else feels the same way.
When you're too self-aware and you know too much and you see everything, so much stuff is not fun. You can't hang out with everybody because you can see through everybody. The people who are having the most fun in life are either delusional or dumb or both. Like, look around. Look around. Who's having the best time of their life? The most delusional person that you know, right? Or fake. The fakest person you know that can hang out with anybody and have a fucking ball. They don't give a damn. They don't care who you are, what you stand for, nothing. They gonna have fun with anybody. I think that's also why people that know the most, they always label crazy. Like, oh, she's crazy. Or he's crazy. Don't listen to him. It's a conspiracy. No, bitch, they be knowing what they be talking about. It be y'all that just don't know nothing. Just la 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 la. And nobody else is going to say it. But I'm going to say it. Because being too aware can be very, very depressing. Once your eyes are open, you cannot close them back.
Drop a comment if you relate to this, but one thing that made me depressed, was being aware. Does that make sense? Like, you know, when you're so aware of everything, I'm talking everything, you feel so deeply, broski, you see shit you don't even try to see. You see how people really think. Like, you know when you see people's true intentions before they even see their true intentions, it's just like cool, innit? And when you wake up and understand what's happening in the world, even without understanding fully what's going on, just knowing some of the loopholes and some of the conspiracy theories and all of that shit. All right, cool. So if you're in the room with me, you should know where we are with this. There's power to this. Don't get it twisted. I just need to explain a few things, you know what I'm trying to say? So I've realized this as well. I like being accurate. I like accuracy, right? So when people are wrong, I want to tell them and correct them. Does that make sense? Not if they, especially if they're wrong about something to do with me. You know when somebody's trying to tell you about you, and you're like, bro, you're wrong. How the fuck you tell me about what I was thinking, what I was doing, and how I was feeling about something? Moving on. Somebody left me a comment, right? And like I said, usually I'm the type to be, when something's inaccurate and somebody's they think they're so right about it, I'm like, all right, let me explain to them. Like, that is draining. That is a waste of energy, bro. Like, and even when they're cocky with it and they're so wrong, they're righteously wrong, you're just like, you know, you actually want to slap them in the mouth. Like, who was you talking to? But moving on, no violence. But yeah, fam, look, I just realized, like, in that second, I went to go reply, right? And I said to myself, like, I know the truth. Like, I know the truth. Like, I know that if you're even writing this to yield this kind of thought that I don't need to correct you. You can think what you want and that is fine. Do you get me? It's like, and then it reminded me about this awareness. It's just like, if I can feel somebody's being off with me before they're being off with me, it makes me feel more off than them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I didn't, listen, I don't even want to start skipping around, but look, what I'm trying to explain to you is, yeah, the awareness, you have to start choosing what you want to be aware of and to the level you want to give energy to it. Does that make sense? You don't have to be unaware and just pretend like shit ain't happening. You can't even turn that button off in your head anyway, so you know you can't do that. So this is the problem. This is why I'm even making this video, because as much as you even try to ignore certain things, bro, you cannot ignore it. Bro, spiritually, some of the shit that I was ignoring as I was growing up, yeah, was a mess. And I would see shit happen, yeah, and I'd be like, let me mind my business. You know, like when you walk into a room and you see, listen, me even I did it, but like, look here, even saying, let's not even go into that. But look, you can't switch this off. Best way, treat it like one of them movie scenes when it's the montage where they find out about their power, they can't fucking control it, and then it's the montage scene of them getting better as they control it, learning different ways to manage it. Like, you have to treat it like a power, because it's a fucking power. Like, if you use this thing properly, bro, you're a amazing person. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But bro, I'm at the stage in the movie, yeah, you know, like when I'm all falling over, I can't control the power properly. Like, certain days it's alright, other days I'm like, shit, I might blow my head off. Like, get me? Like, bro, you're alright, innit? Yeah? Just take this analogy, if this resonated in any way, because I'm telling you, the minute I went to go reply to that comment, I felt my energy getting taken from me, and I thought, right, when I pulled it back and thought, I don't need to address this, it made me realize that there's so many things that we're addressing that we don't need to address. We know. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, not everything. I'm not saying don't speak on nothing. I'm just saying choose the battles, bro. Use the energy wisely. Yeah? Because I'm telling you, like, on top of normal living day-to-day society, bro, I'm telling you, this little bit here that we're doing, yeah, is us up a lot more than we think, bro. Like, there's already too much happening outside that's drawing your energy. Like, you need to be very... What's the word? You need to be very... What's the word? You need to be very clear and have intention on what you're doing and where you're putting your energy. You get what I'm trying to say? So, cool people, if you resonate in any way, drop me a blood clot comment, yeah? But love people.
I'm not really close to anybody no more. I spend so much time with myself. And it's like, once you spend a certain amount of time with yourself, you kind of start despising other people. You start realizing how unimportant a lot of people are in your life. When you start going down a list of, like, what people bring to your life, it's usually nothing. Like, it's usually, like, oh, a little conversation, a little human interaction, and that's it. So, it's like, once you spend so much time with yourself, you fall in love with yourself, you love your own energy and your own space, and you don't want nobody else in it, because people will ruin that shit for you.
My resolution for next year is to lack self-awareness and critical thought. No more of that. The people who lack all of that, they're having a blast. And I want to be one of those people. I want to be where the people are. I want to have a brain with no ridges.
When I tell you the freedom that comes with your mind being totally ignorant to a lot of things, like you just feel so happy, to be honest. Because the reason why I'm saying this, like I know people be like, yeah, being aware of some situations, being knowledgeable in a lot of things can be helpful, but sometimes just being an ignorant person and not caring, not wanting to know nothing, not being curious, yeah, maybe it does have its negative part, but when it comes to the person's peace of mind, when it comes to their mental health, how fine they are mentally, they're chill, they are totally nonchalant, they don't care about nothing, they're very relaxed, they're always happy, mostly positive. You would find that a lot. I don't know if you guys have experienced people who know so much, who have went to go and do some research when it comes to like history and so many more things. You realize that sometimes if you are that person, you'll find yourself that a lot of people might actually find you overbearing when it comes to having conversations with people. Any little thing that happens, you know so much information about that thing. When every little thing that happens, you want to give like deep inner history about it. And you realize that most people in the world are ignorant to those things. And some people do not know, let's say, the origins or things or how this came to be or how this happened or why this is happening. Then you find yourself in a lonely situation. You'll be looking at people trying to explain to them and they'll be like, no, I'm not interested. Like, please just let me chill. Okay. So that has been the reality of some people. But anyways, guys, you guys should let me know what your thoughts are about this video in the comment section down below. Then please make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. I will see you on the next one. Bye.